Good morning, everyone. Here's the table, graph, and set of equations from yesterday's work. I noticed that there are a number of folks who may need to finish the follow-up questions based on the assignment that I looked at online, so you'll have some time to do that in class today. But I wanted to show you the table with all the data listed, the three equations, which I'll get to in a second, and here's the graph. There's Leanne's. I'm going to start with Leanne's because remember, she just took a $10 donation no matter how many kilometers she walked, and that makes a horizontal line straight across the graph. Alana took a $5 donation plus 50 cents for every kilometer she walked. So you can see that her graph starts at 5. And then Gilberto took no donation at all, but just accepted $2 for every kilometer that he walked. So if he's feeling energetic, he's going to make more money than anybody else, but he really has to get a move on, because otherwise, if he doesn't go any further than 3 kilometers, he's going to make less money than everybody else. Okay, so there's the graph. I also want you to notice that on the x-axis, I chose a scale of 1 kilometer for every grid line, and on the y-axis, I chose a scale of 2 kilometers for every grid line, so that I could show every single data point. It's pretty important on this graph to show all the data points. So you may want to adjust your graph accordingly. Hopefully you did your work in pencil. I actually had to do some erasing as well when I did some of my work here, so I strongly encourage pencils. Down here I've got the 3 equations. There's Alana's pledge plan with the 50 cents per kilometer represented as 0.5x. You may have used different letters than y and x, but I chose our standard y and x. Y equals 0.5x plus 5. There's the $5 donation. Here's Gilberto's plan. Y equals 2x, $2 for every kilometer walked. And there's Leanne's plan, which is just y equals 10. There's no x there because no matter what the x value is, her plan is still $10. She gets $10 from every pledge, no matter how many kilometers she walks. Okay. The questions you may need some time to work on today. You can if they are not completed yet. It was a lot to do yesterday. Here's situation C, which I'm going to make optional. You can use Desmos for this one if you like. Gilberto decides to give a t-shirt to each of his sponsors. That means he's giving it, he's not selling it. Each shirt costs him $4.75. He plans to pay for each shirt with some of the money he raises from each sponsor. So you need to go back, look at Gilberto's y equals 2x plan and subtract $4.75 from each person because he wants to give them all a t-shirt that he bought with his own money. So there it is. Okay. So that is optional. I want you to move on to problem 1.4 though. This one, the graphs are already done. I'm going to say that you can use Desmos to assist you if you prefer to type these graphs, this data into Desmos and check out see what the graph looks like when you do that. Mr. Chang, Ms. Chang, and Mr. Mamer's classes decide to use their walkathon money for charity. They put their money in a bank account and withdraw a fixed amount each week. So they're withdrawing money right now, right? So as you can see, those accounts are losing money. Eventually, we will call this a negative slope. You can see that now the line goes in a downward direction, starting with $500, the amount of money in the account, okay? So here's a table as well, and there's the graph for the money in Mr. Mamer's class account. There is not a separate document for this assignment, so what I'd like you to do is to answer the questions right in here. Situation A is what we're aiming for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? All of those. Situation B, if you finish with situation A and you have time, absolutely move on to situation B. You'll notice there's an inequality in there. This is one of those times when I will ask you to kind of struggle with that. Tomorrow we'll work on that together and try to clear up any confusions. Okay, so situation A and B, if anyone is just flying through this stuff, you're more than welcome to have a look at the mathematical reflection on the back page, and then we're done with investigation 1, and we'll be doing a reflection on that, a check-in, chicken from investigation 1 shortly. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.